on country radio with his own band. It was 1976. Song that Wayne Kemp wrote, and Marshall Grant, the bass player, found it, thought it'd be a good fit for Johnny Cash, and indeed it was. Here it is. Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on the assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beaties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car with at least 100 grand. I get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive up a buddy wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox and with help from my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. Now I'd never considered myself a thief, but Jim wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk. Then I got me the transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Well, up to now my plan went all right until we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. Well, the transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73. We tried to put in the bolts and all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit. With a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights, that was another sight. We had two on the left, we had one on the right. But when you'd pull out the switch, all three of them come on. Well, the back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time my wife walked out. I could see in her eyes she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said,
"Honey, take me for a spin."
So we drove uptown just to get the tags. I headed her right on down Main Drag. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, well, they didn't laugh because the tie put up, but just the whole staff. When they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive up a buddy wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth here, and negatory on the cost of this machine there. You might say it went right up to the factory. Picked it up, it's cheaper that way, don't you know? Oh, what model is it? Well, it's a 49, a 50, 51, a 52, a 53, a 54, a 55, a 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive up a buddy wild, 'cause I'm the only one there is around.